here today to do my top 5 Tuesday, and again to rehash, I'm doing my examples of tropes that I like, dislike, whatever, and books that have those tropes in it and my favourite examples of that trope. So this week's theme is going to be my top 5 main characters who are already kick-ass before the book starts. So it's none of that trying to learn about your powers, none of that learning how to fight, none of it where you practice for like a day and you magically know what you're doing. No, it's these characters already know what we're doing, so we could skip that part of the book, which is just always good. But I'm really excited to get into this list. A lot of these characters are my favourites, so it's like, yes, so let's do it. Number 1 on my list is Kestra from The Wither's Curse by Maria Toschi. She is lower down because it's more that she's already kick-ass in a mental way. Kestra is so good at the political aspects in this book, like she knows how to talk and get her way with things and how to help people, and she just is a really good planner. Like there is elements of her learning how to be better with knife fighting and everything, but it's really the mental state that she's in at the beginning of the book, and she's so helpful in the like grand scheme of things of knowing plans and how to go into war and know which people to talk to. Like she's just a very good politically correct mind to speak and think, and it's just great seeing it in this book. Number 4 on my list is Selena from the Poison Study series by Maria V. Schneider. I love her, and I love the fact too that with Selena is like gets arrested and she goes to prison and does everything, and then she becomes a poison tester. So this is about her learning how to be a poison tester, but she's really good at getting away and escaping. But something with Selena growing up is she every year went to the circus and like applied to do this thing, and it was like more like the acrobatics and stuff. So every year she practiced and learned to climb through trees and to figure out how to hunt and how to hide and how to do like tricks and stuff, and there's like over the years she grew better and better and better. So to have her at the start of the book already know how to escape people, how to fight, in a sense, like she's really good at like getting away from fights because she's all like movements and like she's really flexible and that kind of thing. But she's again lower because she's not as badass, but it's still pretty cool that she knows how to do all this stuff, and I'm always like, yeah, Elena, you're so cool, love it. Number 3 on my list is Meadow from the Murder Complex by Lindsay Cummings. She is awesome, and just saying on the front cover here it's got she's trained to survive, so she can literally get out of like every scenario, like everything that gets thrown at her she has a way to get out of it. Like she's learned how to fight, she's learned how to not drown, know how to do everything. Like her father was such a terror teaching her all this stuff, but she knows how to get out of situations and to be able to, as it says, survive and to, you know, figure out what she's doing. Like it's really interesting watching these fight scenes with her because like she just thinks of things that people normally wouldn't think of, and she knows how to escape all this stuff, and it's always just like, oh my god, like reading it. Like I still have yet to read the sequel, The Death Code, so I want to read that to see this more elaborated. But just like Meadow always surprised me. Like I was never worried about things because it's like she'll figure something out. Like she's got a very good thinking process as well, and like that's what training does, is it like gets everything moving and working, and she was really cool. Number 2 on my list is Bryn from Frostfire by Amanda Hocking, and this is like the spin-off trilogy to the Trill trilogy. So this is a different character who is really awesome. She is so cool. She wants to join the elite guard to protect the Kanan royal family, so she has been training for like her whole life to become a great fighter, and she goes on missions, does a lot of stuff, but she's very resourceful, really can hold down in a fight. Like she's pretty epic. So you see, like you kind of have a monologue of the training with her, like you kind of see some bits in the like past about how she's done her training and done everything, and that was always really interesting to see. But she's actually so cool, and just like I was so excited to read more of her with each new book, because I read this book and I didn't read the sequels until like 2 years later, and then I kind of got back into it, and I really like how most of the characters in this world are kick-ass, and it's just like, yes, give it to me. I really enjoyed this. And number 1 on my list has to be Selena from the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. Like she's an assassin. What cooler job can you have? Like it's actually really terrifying and you kill people, but literally she is so cool. And actually in the Assassin's Blade you sort of see this development. Like she's been training since she was like 8, so you kind of see it in Assassin's Blade because in that she's only like 15. Yeah, 16, 15 in that book, so you kind of see how she gets so good at being a silent assassin and being all this, but like it's so good, man. Like I literally enjoyed reading this so much because you just kind of get thrown into the story of her being in prison and then getting out and watching her go through all these trials. Like she knows how to figure out poison, she knows how to fight people, she's a really stealthy assassin. Like she's just great, and having her being this really cocky person as well just makes it that much sweeter. But literally Selena is just such a cool person. I think this book wouldn't have gone well if it had a main character who's just discovered that she's meant to be an assassin and does everything and has to learn. So she she just, oh my god, Selena is so great and amazing reading it in this, and it's just like, yes, yes, I love it. I love it. So these are the 5 books that have my already kick-ass favourite main characters. I don't know what else I was going to say there, but these are great books. Like, literally, I recommend all of these. Except with Frostfire, you're going to want to read the Trill series first if you don't want to be spoiled for that, but that also gives you a really good introduction to the world. So that's just an input there, but definitely all these books are really good. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you later. Bye!